Today we will studying about the female reproductive system of the human. The female reproductive system includes ovaries, oviducts, uterus, vagina, external genitalia or vulva. So first about the ovaries. These are the ovaries. These are the ovaries. Then these are the oviducts. This is the uterus. This is the vagina, and this one is the vulva. So first study about the ovaries. The ovaries are a pair of small oval and almond-shaped bodies. These ovaries are. Sorry, this one. These ovaries are small, paired, oval and almond-shaped bodies. Each ovary measures about 3 centimeter in length, 2 centimeter in width and 1 centimeter in thickness. They are permanently situated in the abdominal cavity, just below ventral to the kidneys. Each ovary is attached to the uterus by ligaments. You see here, this is the ovary and this one is the ovarian ligament. With the help of this ligament, this ovary is attached to the body. Each ovary is attached to the uterus by the ligament. During reproductive cycle, many Graafian follicles are developed, but only one mature and releases from any one ovary. Then now study about the functions of the ovary. The ovary produces female gamete, that is ova or egg, by the process of oogenesis, as well as it secrete hormone, that is estrogen and progesterone. These hormones control secondary sexual characters of the female, that is growth and development of the fallopian tube, uterus, vagina and menstrual cycle, as well as development of the mammary glands. Okay, this is the functions of the ovaries. Then second point, that is the oviduct. You see here, this one is the oviduct, this one and this one. It is also paired, which extends from the ovary to the uterus. From ovary to the uterus. These are narrow tubes and which extends from the 10 centimeter in length, and internally each one is lined by the ciliated epithelial cells. Each oviduct is divided into 3 parts, that is infundibulum, this one, that is infundibulum, then isthmus, this one, isthmus called as fallopian tube, and infundibulum, isthmus and ampulla, this one is the ampulla. Infundibulum is a funnel shaped end called oviducal funnel, this one. This is the oviducal funnel which having the fimbriae which situated to the ovary. Its opening is called ostium. It has a finger-like structure called as the fimbriae, and which collect ova and transport into the oviduct. Second one is the ampulla. This one. This is the ampulla. It is the middle, wider and longest part of oviduct. And last one, that is the isthmus. It is the distinct part. This one is. It is a distinct part of oviduct. It is narrow and which opens into the uterus. Then Functions of the oviduct. The oviduct pick up the immature ova by its fimbriae. You see here, this is the fimbriae. With the help of fimbriae, this can collecting the ova which are released from the ovary and which transporting towards uterus through the fallopian tube. Then this transportation with the help of ciliary movement, the maturation and fertilization of the ovum occurs in the oviduct. Then next part is the uterus. This is the uterus. It is inverted, pear-shaped, highly distensible, hollow muscular bag-like structure, and it is present in the pelvic region between rectum and urinary bladder. It is about 8 centimeter in length, 5 centimeter in width, and 2 centimeter in depth. It consists upper part called body and lower narrow opening is called as a cervix. This is the body and this one is the cervix. This is cervix. This is the body of the uterus. The lower narrow opening is called as cervix. Above the opening of oviducts present a dome-shaped part called as the fundus. This is the fundus, dome-shaped part. The wall of uterus consists of 3 layers. The innermost layer is called endometrium. The inner layer is called as the endometrium. This one, this is labeling is here, endometrium. Middle muscular myometrium and outermost is called as perimetrium. Middle myometrium and outer one is the perimetrium. The function of uterus is it provides path for sperms from vagina to fallopian tube. It also site for menstruation and implantation of a fertilized ovum. The ovum get implanted in the uterus after fertilization. It provides place for the nourishment, growth and development of the embryo up to the birth. The embryo is fully growth in the uterus. The next part is the vagina. It is a distensible fibromuscular tube extends from the cervix to vestibule. This one, from cervix to the vestibule. It opens as a vaginal orifice on the surface of vestibule. In young female, vaginal opening is partly closed by the membrane called as hymen, and it is the symbol of the virginity. Then function. The vagina receives the penis during the copulation. It also acts as a birth canal and passage for the menstrual discharges. The external genitalia, that is the or vulva. It consists of vulva, vestibular glands, and as well as the mammary glands. Mammary glands also is the female reproductive part. The first about the vulva. It consists of 2 pairs of skin folds. The outer hairy, large, 2 leaf-like skin folds known as labia majora. Outer one, hairy structure, that labia majora. And 2 inner, smaller folds known as labia minora. Then clitoris, next part is clitoris. It is a conical, sensitive, erectile organ like penis. It is situated at above the urethral opening. It evokes sexual excitement or stimulates during the copulation. Next is the vestibule. This one is the vestibule. It is a narrow space between the labia minora. The external opening of urethra and vagina are present on it. The vestibular glands. There are 2 small glands on either side of the vaginal opening which secretes mucosa for lubricate vagina at the time of the mating and the parturition. And last part of the male reproductive system is the mammary glands. These are 2 glands on the breast These are accessory glands organs because they have the sensitive erectile nipples. Okay, and this is about the mammary glands. So we complete here the female reproductive system of the human. Thank you.